Human life as we know it is defined by the duality of our material and non-material selves. Let's explore them both in more depth. The material self of humanity has been the easy target of modern medicine, as it focuses on our structural, physical body, which is composed of macroscopic molecules that follow Newtonian laws of physics. While in-depth knowledge of the physical human body has been available since antiquity, significant leaps have been made into discovering and defining human anatomy, chemistry, physics, microbiology and genetics, thanks to the development of modern science since the 17th century. The science of human anatomy started to develop as early as the 17th century and described body structures such as organs, tissues, or body fluids which were called humors at the time. Pathophysiology gained traction in the 18th century and aimed to discover the functions of the anatomical structures of the body, as well as the mechanisms by which dis-ease was allowed to form. The science of macromolecular, Newtonian physics was first applied into medicine in the 17th century as well, with simple body weight measurements. The complexity of medical physics evolved from explaining the body's biomechanics via motion, balance, pressure, etc., to applications such as radiology, phototherapy, or electrotherapy as of the end of the 19th century. The 17th century also saw the humble beginnings of another science, now known as microbiology. The discovery of the microscope allowed microorganisms from within the human body to be seen. This was revolutionary at the time, as the human body had been considered a pure, enclosed environment until then. Chemistry applications in medicine in the 19th century allowed for the gradual discovery of the chemical composition of the human body, from its water content, to essential elements such as nitrogen or sodium, to more complex molecules such as lipids. Interestingly, this latecomer gave birth to the largest industry which dominates modern medicine even to this day: pharmaceutical chemistry. Developed in the 20th century, it has a focus on synthetic bioactive molecules, also known as drugs. The most recent science which has made significant contributions to modern medicine as we know it today is genetics. While in development since the 19th century, it took center stage as of the late 20th century with the Human Genome Project, which set out to fully map the human DNA. This science-infused, developing modern medicine, coexisted with naturopathy and the traditional natural healing systems of the Native American peoples until 1910 in North America, for a true integrative take on healthcare practices. However, a paradigm shift occurred in 1910, with the release of the Carnegie Foundation-funded Flexner Report, written by U.S. science administrator and politician, Abraham Flexner. Medical education and practice was restricted to using a scientific medicine approach, resulting in the banishment of complementary and alternative medicine education and practices from the medical scene at the time. Scientific medicine focused on germs and the research for pharmaceuticals to eradicate them. Towards the end of the 20th century, North America became increasingly interested in CAM practices again. The arrival of quantum integrative medicine after the turn of the new millennium made it easy for modern medicine and CAM to be reunited once again. The biggest advantage of an integrative medicine approach to care is that it allows a doctor to address both the material and the non-material aspects of health concurrently, the same way Hippocrates used to do it back in ancient Greece. So, what is the non-material self of humanity, or what we are referring to as the subtle body? Well, it is a collection of immaterial properties that defines humanity. It is what makes us alive and different from any other living being on this planet, what we call the life force which creates the experience of being alive, our soul. It encompasses everything that we cannot measure with our current scientific tools, but is yet inherently human. It is experienced by each and every single one of us at a deeply internal and unique level. Only the individual can quantify it, as it is a personal experience. It is the mind and spirit that the Renaissance Europeans separated from the physical body in the 1600s with René Descartes' Cartesian split. It is the vital energy at the focus of complementary and alternative medicine, also known as chi or prana. It is the personality type that we are born with and groom throughout our lives. It is the focus of the rising science of quantum physics and its applications in biology. As of the 1920s, physics underwent a major shift from the early, mechanistic Newtonian view to a new and more mysterious, subatomic, quantum understanding of our universe. Since human life is a byproduct of this quantum universe, everything is described in terms of waves of possibilities, non-local connections, and consciousness as an organizing principle. Our subtle body is a conglomerate of non-material energy levels: the vital body, the mental body, or the mind, the supramental body, or intuition, and the bliss body, or spirituality. Our vital energy is experienced as emotions, while its fluctuations are described as mood swings at the physical body level. Our mental energy is experienced as thoughts or mental meanings applied to physical stimuli and feelings. Memories are long-lasting representations of mental meaning and help to condition future responses to similar situations. Imbalances at this level usually manifest as mental stress, which impacts the physical body level through the involuntary autonomic nervous system and the psycho-neuro-immunological connections that trigger malfunctions of the immune system. Intuition is also an experienced subtle energy, where the unconscious mind makes choices from fundamental archetypes, such as the love-hate or the good-evil dichotomies. Spirituality is the highest form of subtle energy and is experienced as a state of bliss, grace, and light. All these energies associated with the subtle body exist at a micromolecular level and follow the laws of quantum physics. They are not a byproduct of the physical body, but exist concurrently and are fundamentally intertwined with our material self. If the physical body is humanity's hardware, then the subtle body is the software that provides the blueprints for the body's physical organs and functions. If the physical body is made up of macromolecular things, then the subtle body is a collection of quantum possibilities that our consciousness can choose from and manifest into real experiences. So, what is consciousness? One of our modern definitions describes it as awareness of our internal and external existence. At a quantum level, consciousness can be understood as an intelligent force that governs both matter and soul. It exists around and within us as the ground of all being, connecting us all. It collapses into actuality inside a human being as a manifestation of possibilities, either matter at the physical body level, or as thoughts, feelings, emotions, mental meanings, intuition, archetypes, or spirituality at the subtle body level. It is the mediator between the physical and subtle bodies. Because of this, the concept of mind-body healing, where consciousness is the causal agent from which the mind draws meaning, can actually be explained scientifically. Thus, the old controversy that complementary and alternative medicine techniques are not compatible with the current scientific method can be put to rest. Integrative medicine is truly a holistic system in that it integrates CAM or Eastern medicine with modern or Western medicine via the quantum concept of consciousness.